Hey, what's up you guys, it is Forge here and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review, and today we are doing the Translocators mod. So yeah, as always, if you guys do enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, and let's get into it. So this mod doesn't have much in it, but the items are actually very useful. So the first thing we have is the item Translocator, and this guy is crafted with a piston, 2 iron ingots, an ender pearl, a gold ingot, and 4 redstone, and you get 2 item Translocators for that. And to use these guys, you simply place them on a storage container like so, and you can do up to 6 in one area, but they must be a block apart. They cannot be any further apart. And essentially what you do is you just have the items in one of the chests, or as many of the chests as you like, and you have this guy middle bit here. If you want it to be on the import mode, then you have it on the this mode here, and then these guys will start exporting into here. If you want it on the export mode, then you have it out like this, and you simply do this by right clicking. So if I right click this here, it will actually start moving all the stone through, and if I do this as well, it will move it into both of the chests like so, and it does it very quickly. You can also right click on the general area of this thing and have a filter. So if I filter just stone through, then it will only move stone through if I have anything else in there. So if I do this and take these guys on, you'll notice that the fences do not move, but the stone does move. And to remove a filter, you simply right click it, and you can also do this from the other end. So say I wanted only stone to go in this one and only acacia fences to go in this one, then I could have this guy export, and the fences will go over there and the stone will go over there once all the fences have moved. It cannot do 2 at the same time of different items though. And next we have the liquid Translocator, and this guy is made with 2 iron ingots, a piston, an ender pearl, 4 redstone, and a piece of lapis, and you get 2 of those for that recipe. And this does the same thing as the item one, but with fluid. So we have these tanks from thermal expansion, and we can just place these guys here, and essentially what we do is just right click, and it will start moving the fluid across from one end to the other like so, and there is no filter slot on these guys. It only works just moving things back and forth. It also adds this thing called a diamond nugget that is just crafted like a normal nugget would be, with a diamond, and that will give you 9 of that nugget. And then there are also upgrades that you can add to the Translocators, and there are 4 in total, but only the redstone and glowstone can be used on the fluid ones, but I'll go over what each one does now. So if I place redstone on this guy, then he now actually reacts to a redstone signal. So when I flick this, it turns onto the input mode, and when I flick this again, it turns onto the output mode. And I can do this with all of them, so I can flick between each one. And yeah, as long as they're in the same inventory, you can power them with the same lever, as you can see. The next upgrade we have is the iron ingot, and essentially you can apply these guys to both ends of the thing. And what will happen, so it depends on what mode it's on, but the Translocator will emit a redstone signal to the attached inventory on the specific conditions. So if I have this on the output mode and this on the input mode, and nothing's moving because this is all filled with orange glazed terracotta, basically it will emit if there is no room for any item that matches the filter. So if I put stone in the filter here, you'll notice now it's actually emitting a redstone signal to this chest because there is no actual room for stone in there. Whereas if I remove that, you'll notice it turns off. Now there's no more room in there, the guy turns back on. And again with this side on the output mode, it will emit if there is no place where any item can be put that matches the filter. So the filter over here is going to be stone once again, and you'll notice now it's emitting because there is no place to actually put this stone. But if I go ahead and add this guy and do that, then you'll notice that now, well, you can't actually see it right now, but it's no longer emitting a redstone signal because there, as you can see down there, you can see the little thing. There is plenty of room over there to move the stone, so it's not emitting a redstone signal into this chest. And next we have the Glowstone Dust, which we can add to both ends of the filter, and essentially what this does is it allows a stack at a time to be moved through the guy, so it moves stone very quickly, as you can see. So essentially what this does is just speeds up the whole process. Also, the stack amount can be set in the filter, so I can set 64 to be moved at a time, or I can say I want to move 50 at the same time. So if I move this now and change this to output mode, it will actually move 50 at a time as opposed to 64. And the final one we have is the diamond nugget, which you can add on to both ends. And this works differently depending on which way you're doing it, on input or output mode, but essentially it changes the Translocator into a regulate mode, and basically in this mode it will transfer a certain amount of items set by the filter. So if we start off by having it on input mode, say we only wanted 1 of the item to go into this chest, we would just put 1 item in there and it would only move 1 stone. Or say we wanted a second item to go in there, it would now move another 1 if we added that. Say we wanted like 7 in there, it would move 7. So that's essentially how this ends end works. And then on the output mode, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to place whatever item we want left in this chest into this slot here. So if we only wanted one item left in here and we change this to output mode, it would actually move every item out of here except for one item, or maybe we wanted two to remain. But yeah, it's going to remove everything out of here except for one item. It will leave one left, and that's essentially how it works on that end. And then on the liquid translocator, as I said, there are only two for this one, the glowstone and redstone. And essentially what the redstone does is allows it to be again controlled by redstone, so we can have that change between input and output mode. So we can have this move the fluid across, and then I can stop it from moving the fluid across essentially. And the glowstone dust basically allows the liquids to be transferred at higher speeds between the two things. On average, it gives it about a 50% increase in the amount of liquid transported. So if we do that, it will move the liquid a lot quicker across. As you can see, if we move it back across, then as you can see, that was a lot quicker. And the final thing this mod adds is actually a pretty nifty little thing. It adds a like floor crafting grid. So if you press C is the default key for it, but you can change it. It actually places a crafting grid on the block you are looking at. Essentially what you can do is just right click the item you wish to place into the slot, like so, and it will show basically the item here that you want to craft. So if I wanted to make a diamond pick, it would make it like that. And if I just want to remove the item, I simply right click again. But yeah, if I place it there and then hover over the grid and press C, it will actually craft it for you. So this would be useful in early games if you don't want to make a crafting table or something. But it's actually really cool and a really nifty way of crafting stuff, and it's just, you know, real interesting way of doing things. So yeah. Okay guys, well that about does it for the Translocators mod. I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope you have found it useful. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I just want to say again one more time, thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't checked out the 1,000 subscriber special, it was the video before this one, so I definitely recommend you guys check it out. Top 100 mods, that's what it's called. But yeah, as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.